What if I told you that the legacy of one of the greatest empires in history began with a single visionary leader, a man who took a small frontier tribe and transformed it into the foundation of a global superpower that would span over 600 years? Welcome to the story of Osman Gazi, the founder of the Ottoman Empire. In this video, we'll explore his remarkable journey, his origins, his rise to leadership, and the values that fueled his vision. From humble beginnings to legendary battles, Osman Gazi's life is a tale of resilience, ambition, and the birth of an empire. Stick with us as we unfold the life and legacy of this extraordinary leader. Before we dive into the incredible story of Osman Gazi, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating history videos. Your support helps us bring you the untold stories of the past. So let's get started.
1. Who was Osman Gazi?
Osman Gazi, often regarded as the founding father of the Ottoman Empire, stands as one of the most influential and enigmatic figures in world history. Born into the Kayu tribe in the late 13th century, Osman Gazi's life was shaped by a period of immense political and social upheaval. The declining power of the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum and the weakening Byzantine Empire created a power vacuum in Anatolia, setting the stage for ambitious leaders to carve out their own realms. Osman, with his exceptional leadership skills, vision, and military prowess, rose to prominence during this turbulent time. His name not only became synonymous with the rise of the Ottoman Empire, but also with a legacy of unity, justice, and resilience. He transformed a small frontier principality into the foundations of one of the most enduring empires in history, which would go on to last for over 600 years and stretch across 3 continents. But who was Osman Gazi beyond the titles and conquests? His story is not just about battles and territorial expansion, but also about a man who dared to dream of uniting fractured lands under a single banner of justice and prosperity. To truly understand Osman Gazi's impact, we must delve into his origins, his rise to leadership, and the values that shaped his vision for a unified empire. From his early days as a young leader in Suud to his pivotal role in the establishment of the Ottoman state, Osman's life is a testament to the power of determination, faith, and strategic brilliance. His journey is not just a chapter in history, but the beginning of a story that would reshape the world.
2. The origins of Osman Gazi, the Kayu tribe's journey.
The story of Osman Gazi begins with the Kayu tribe, a branch of the Oghuz Turks known for their resilience and warrior spirit. The Kayu tribe, whose name means strong or one who possesses power, played a vital role in the early history of Anatolia and the foundation of the Ottoman Empire. Fleeing from the pressures of Mongol invasions in Central Asia, the Kayu tribe migrated westward, seeking refuge and new opportunities in the fragmented landscape of Anatolia during the late 12th and early 13th centuries. Under the leadership of Ertuğrul Gazi, the tribe settled in the Suud and Domaniç regions, areas granted to them by the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum as a buffer against the encroaching Byzantine forces. These regions, nestled on the frontier between the weakening Byzantine Empire and the crumbling Seljuk Sultanate, became a crucible for the formation of what would later be the Ottoman state. Ertuğrul Gazi's leadership laid the groundwork for the Kayu tribe's rise, fostering unity among his people and earning a reputation for justice and strength. These qualities were passed down to his son, Osman, who grew up in a world filled with political intrigue and constant conflict. As a young leader, Osman absorbed the lessons of frontier life, where survival depended not only on military might, but also on forging alliances and maintaining the loyalty of one's people. The Kayu tribe's location at the crossroads of Christian Byzantium and the Muslim world exposed them to diverse cultures, conflicts, and opportunities, shaping their unique identity and perspective. For Osman, this environment was not just a challenge, but an opportunity. The tribe's proximity to Byzantine strongholds provided fertile ground for raids and skirmishes, while their allegiance to the Seljuk Sultanate gave them legitimacy in the eyes of other Turkish tribes. These dual influences set the stage for Osman to carve out a principality of his own. The Kayu tribe's journey was more than a migration. It was the forging of a new identity, one that would culminate in the establishment of the Ottoman Empire. Osman inherited not just the leadership of his tribe, but also their ambitions, challenges, and the promise of a future far greater than any of them could have imagined. The journey of the Kayu tribe is not merely a backdrop to Osman Gazi's rise. It is the foundation upon which his legacy was built.
3. The emergence of a leader.
Osman Gazi's ascent to leadership marked the beginning of a new era for the Kayu tribe and the eventual foundation of an empire. Following the death of his father, Ertuğrul Gazi, in 1281, Osman inherited the mantle of leadership over the small but strategically positioned Kayu Principality in Suud. This transition position was not without its challenges, as the tribe was surrounded by rivals and powerful neighbors, including the Byzantine Empire and other Turkish beyliks vying for dominance in Anatolia. Osman quickly demonstrated the qualities of a natural leader: courage, strategic vision, and an uncanny ability to inspire loyalty among his people. His leadership was rooted in the values instilled by his father: justice, unity, and an unwavering commitment to his people's welfare. Osman's early years as a leader were defined by his ability to navigate the complex political and military landscape of the frontier. He skillfully balanced alliances with neighboring tribes and towns, while challenging the Byzantine forces that threatened his territory. One of his first significant acts of leadership was strengthening the Kayu tribe's position through both diplomacy and calculated raids on Byzantine outposts. These early victories not only expanded his territory, but also bolstered his reputation among his followers, solidifying their trust in his ability to lead them to prosperity. One of Osman's most critical attributes as a leader was his vision. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Osman was not content with merely surviving on the frontier. He dreamed of uniting the fractured Turkish tribes under a single banner and carving out a state that could rival the great powers of the region. This vision was not driven solely by conquest, but also by a deep sense of justice and a desire to create a state that could provide stability and prosperity for its people. Osman's ability to articulate this vision to his followers was instrumental in garnering their unwavering support, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Osman's leadership was further solidified through his strategic marriage to Malhun Hatun, a union that strengthened alliances and brought additional resources to the Kayu tribe. This partnership was both a personal and political success, as it reinforced Osman's position and ensured the tribe's long-term stability. His ability to think beyond immediate gains and plan for the future set him apart from many of his contemporaries and laid the groundwork for the Ottoman Empire. By the time Osman Gazi had firmly established himself as the leader of the Kayu tribe, he was no longer just a frontier chieftain, but a visionary figure who had begun to carve out a principality in the heart of Anatolia. His emergence as a leader was not simply a product of inheritance, but the result of his remarkable ability to adapt, inspire, and lead in a period of constant change and uncertainty. This period of his life was the foundation upon which the Ottoman Empire was built, a testament to the power of leadership rooted in vision, strategy, and an unwavering commitment to justice and unity.
The warrior and strategist, Osman Gazi's key victories.
Osman Gazi's reputation as a formidable warrior and brilliant strategist was cemented through a series of key victories that laid the foundations of the Ottoman Empire. Operating from his small principality in Soyut, Osman faced the dual challenge of fending off neighboring Turkish beyliks and expanding his territory at the expense of the crumbling Byzantine Empire. His early campaigns were characterized by bold tactics, strategic alliances, and a deep understanding of the geopolitical landscape of the frontier. These qualities not only brought him military success, but also secured his position as a respected leader among his people and rivals alike. One of Osman's first significant victories was the conquest of Kulakta Hisar, a Byzantine fortress near modern-day Eskişehir. This victory, though relatively small in scale, marked the first major territorial gain for the fledgling Ottoman state and demonstrated Osman's ability to organize and lead successful military campaigns. The capture of Kulakta Hisar also served as a morale boost for his followers, who began to see him as a leader capable of achieving great things. It was a critical moment that set the stage for future conquests. Osman's military strategy relied heavily on the element of surprise and the strategic use of his small but highly mobile forces. Operating in the rugged terrain of Anatolia, Osman's warriors were adept at guerrilla-style warfare, launching swift and decisive attacks on enemy strongholds. These tactics allowed him to outmaneuver the larger and more heavily fortified Byzantine forces, often forcing them into a defensive posture. His success in these early campaigns also attracted new followers, swelling the ranks of his forces and further strengthening his position. One of Osman's most famous victories was the Battle of Baphius in 1302. This battle marked the first significant clash between Osman's forces and a Byzantine army. Despite being outnumbered, Osman's troops defeated the Byzantines decisively, securing control over key territories in northwestern Anatolia. The victory at Baphius was not just a military triumph, but a turning point in the power dynamics of the region. It signaled the decline of Byzantine influence in Anatolia and established Osman as a major player in the region. The battle also solidified his reputation as a leader capable of uniting his people under a common cause and inspiring them to achieve the impossible. Another critical aspect of Osman's military success was his ability to form alliances and integrate conquered populations into his growing state. He was known for treating the people of newly conquered territories with fairness and respect, which helped him win their loyalty and reduce resistance. This approach not only strengthened his rule, but also laid the groundwork for the inclusive policies that would become a hallmark of the Ottoman Empire. In addition to his military conquests, Osman also began the siege of Bursa, a strategically vital Byzantine city. Although he did not live to see its capture, the siege marked the culmination of his vision for territorial expansion and the establishment of a permanent Ottoman presence in the region. The siege of Bursa, completed by his son Osman Gazi in 1326, would later become a defining moment in the rise of the Ottoman Empire, transforming it from a frontier principality into a major power. Osman Gazi's victories were not merely about acquiring land, they were about building a foundation for a state that could endure. His ability to combine military prowess with strategic vision and diplomatic acumen set him apart as a leader. Each conquest was a step toward realizing his dream of a unified and powerful state, and his legacy as a warrior and strategist continues to inspire admiration to this day. Through his battles and alliances, Osman Gazi forged a path that would lead to the creation of one of the greatest empires in history. If you're enjoying this journey through history, don't forget to hit the like button to support our work, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more incredible stories like this one. Together, let's uncover the fascinating legacies of the past.
5. Beyond the sword, Osman Gazi's governance.
Osman Gazi's leadership extended far beyond the battlefield, rooted in a deep understanding of justice, unity, and pragmatism. His vision for governance centered on creating a stable and inclusive system that could support the rapid growth of his emerging state. In the territories he acquired, Osman prioritized fairness, ensuring that people of all religions and backgrounds were treated equitably. This approach earned him the loyalty of not only his Turkish followers, but also the diverse populations within his expanding domain. One of Osman's key strategies was maintaining local governance structures in newly conquered regions. By working with existing Byzantine administrators and appointing trusted local leaders, he minimized resistance and ensured a smooth transition of power. This pragmatic method allowed for stability and continuity, which helped integrate these territories seamlessly into his growing state. The success of this approach became a cornerstone of the Ottoman administrative model. Osman's policies fostered religious tolerance and coexistence, an essential aspect of his governance. Islamic principles guided his leadership, yet he ensured that Christian communities under his rule could practice their faith freely. This policy of mutual respect strengthened trust between the ruler and his subjects, creating harmony in a region often marked by division. Over time, this inclusive approach became a hallmark of Ottoman rule, building a reputation for justice and balance. Economic development played a significant role in Osman's governance. Trade and commerce flourished under his leadership as he worked to secure vital trade routes and establish marketplaces. Bazaars and caravansaries were set up in strategic locations, creating thriving economic centers that benefited the people and strengthened the state's financial foundation. These economic policies attracted merchants, artisans, and farmers from neighboring regions, further enriching the Ottoman lands. Osman also ensured the continuity of his state through careful succession planning. He prepared his son, Osman Gazi, to carry on the mission of expansion and state building. This smooth transfer of leadership ensured stability and set a precedent for future transitions within the Ottoman dynasty. Every decision Osman Gazi made reflected a commitment to long-term stability and prosperity. His focus on justice, economic growth, and inclusion laid the foundations for a state that would evolve into one of history's most enduring empires. Through his governance, Osman created a system that united diverse populations and provided a model for effective leadership. His ability to lead with vision and pragmatism ensured that the legacy of his rule would endure for centuries.
6. The legacy of Osman Gazi, the birth of an empire.
Osman Gazi's legacy is immortalized as the founder of one of the longest-lasting and most influential empires in history. His life and actions laid the groundwork for the Ottoman Empire, a state that would dominate for over 6 centuries, spanning 3 continents and shaping the course of global history. While his own reign was confined to the Anatolian frontiers, the principles he established and the vision he pursued set the stage for the empire's monumental rise. One of the most enduring aspects of Osman's legacy was his ability to inspire unity among his people. At a time when Anatolia was fractured into numerous beyliks, and beset by the declining influence of the Seljuk Sultanate, Osman emerged as a unifying figure. His leadership and strategic acumen turned the Kayu tribe from a small frontier principality into a cohesive state with a clear mission. This unity was not achieved through force alone, but through loyalty and trust that Osman cultivated among his followers. Justice was a cornerstone of Osman's vision. He ruled with fairness and sought to create a state where both his Turkish followers and the diverse populations of the territories he acquired could live in harmony. This sense of justice and inclusion became the moral backbone of the Ottoman Empire, enabling it to govern vast, multicultural territories effectively. Osman's emphasis on equitable rule resonated long after his time, forming the basis for policies that ensured the stability of the empire for centuries. Another key element of Osman's legacy was his commitment to expansion and consolidation. While his territorial gains were relatively modest compared to the vast empire that would follow, every conquest he made carried symbolic and strategic importance. The sieges and battles he fought, such as the capture of Kulaka Hisar and the initiation of the Bursa siege, marked the beginning of Ottoman territorial ambitions. These victories were not just military achievements, they were stepping stones that connected and solidified the foundation of a future empire. Osman's approach to governance also left a lasting mark. He prioritized economic growth and stability, recognizing the importance of trade and commerce in building a prosperous state. By establishing marketplaces, securing trade routes, and fostering a thriving economy, he set a precedent for economic policies that would sustain the Ottoman Empire's wealth and power for generations. This economic foresight attracted a steady flow of merchants, artisans, and settlers, turning his principality into a dynamic and flourishing state. Perhaps the most profound aspect of Osman's legacy was the continuation of his vision through his successors, beginning with his son, Orhan Gazi. Osman ensured that the transition of power was smooth and prepared Orhan to carry on the mission of expansion and state building. Orhan's capture of Bursa in 1326, shortly after Osman's death, marked a significant milestone in fulfilling his father's dream. Bursa became the first major Ottoman city and a symbol of the empire's growing strength and ambition. Osman Gazi's legacy is not limited to his military conquests or administrative decisions. He is remembered as a visionary leader who dreamed beyond the limitations of his time. His ability to unify, inspire, and lead with justice and pragmatism transformed a small frontier tribe into a state that would evolve into one of history's greatest empires. Through his actions and the principles he upheld, Osman Gazi laid the foundation for a legacy that would resonate across centuries, influencing not only his immediate successors, but also the global narrative of empire building and governance. His story is a reminder of the transformative power of vision, leadership, and unwavering determination.
7. From frontier leader to founding father.
Osman Gazi's story is one of remarkable transformation, ambition, and vision. He began as the leader of a small frontier tribe navigating the uncertainties of Anatolia's fractured political landscape. Yet through determination, strategic brilliance, and an unwavering sense of justice, he laid the foundation for an empire that would endure for over 6 centuries. Osman's legacy is not just about the lands he conquered or the battles he won. It is about the values he embodied and the vision he left behind. As a frontier leader, Osman understood the importance of unity in a world divided by constant conflict. His ability to inspire loyalty and trust among his followers set him apart in an era where alliances were often fleeting and leadership fragile. He turned the Kayu tribe into a cohesive and ambitious state, uniting them under a shared purpose that extended beyond survival to the dream of building something greater. Osman's achievements extended beyond the battlefield. His governance style, rooted in fairness and inclusivity, created a model for ruling diverse populations that would become a hallmark of the Ottoman Empire. He prioritized stability and prosperity, fostering trade and integrating new territories through diplomacy and respect. These qualities ensured that the state he founded was not just a fleeting principality, but a lasting entity capable of growth and adaptation. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of Osman Gazi's legacy is his foresight. He envisioned an enduring state and took deliberate steps to ensure its continuity. By preparing his son, Orhan Gazi, to succeed him, he secured a smooth transition of power and a continuation of his mission. Orhan's subsequent victories, including the capture of Bursa, were a testament to Osman's enduring influence and the strength of the foundation he built. Osman Gazi is remembered as the founding father of the Ottoman Empire, but his legacy transcends the boundaries of his own time. His story is a reminder that great leaders are defined not only by their immediate successes, but by the lasting impact of their vision. Osman's ability to transform a frontier tribe into the beginnings of a global empire is a testament to his exceptional leadership, courage, and determination. His life marks the start of a historical journey that would shape the course of world history for centuries to come. In the end, Osman Gazi's legacy is not just the story of one man, but the story of an empire. His actions set the stage for a new era, one where the Ottoman Empire would rise as a beacon of power, culture, and unity. From a frontier leader to the founding father of a dynasty, Osman Gazi's journey is a testament to the transformative power of vision, resilience, and unwavering belief in a better future.
If you enjoyed exploring the story of Osman Gazi, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more captivating historical content. Your support helps us bring these amazing stories to life. And let us know in the comments which part of Osman Gazi's journey inspired you the most. See you in the next video.